As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
They start the drive with Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Okay, break.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Browns at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Check it.
On second down, Cook. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. He'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Throw left side complete. That's Phillips. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On second down and 4, Murray. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Murray now. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 41, Murray. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. And what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. To throw is Murray. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, here's Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, that'll be complete to Breida. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Roquan Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go now.
The Browns drive about to get started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. He'll air this one out for Kirk. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, you know, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. First down, here's the run with Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they'll get this down to the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. They'll run with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just meet the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. Murray now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw, it's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First down, Murray. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, Charles, it was so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of...
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a letdown defensively, because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
Cook. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A run between the tackles with Breida. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Murray now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Breida, they'll go up the middle. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, a run with Breida. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Throwing on second down. Murray, his throw caught at about the 5. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Breida is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Phillips. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
I think probably just trying to draw him off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
Even after the penalty, trailing in the 4th, they've still got to go. It's 4th and goal. Now Murray's got to have this one. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Cooper Kupp from 10 yards out. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Caught by Turner.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 33. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
A run there with Cook on 1st down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game. This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, some field goals are bigger than others, and that one makes this a 2-score game.
And with the way their defense has played all game long, that's kind of a love letter to them because that might very well be all the points they need.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Murray.
Connecting with Johnson. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive